So, Deji, we're 9 days away from you stepping into the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather.
Yeah.
Come on, how does it feel?
It's amazing, really. Like, I mean, obviously there are words to describe it, but it's one of those, it's history, isn't it? Legacy. I think it's, but now when I got the opportunity, I was like, yeah, this is a one-time opportunity that I'm ever going to get. Like, if I say no to this, then that's it. It will never come by again. So I was like, yeah, I'll definitely do this, 100%.
Every time I talk to Logan Paul about doing it, he says, you know, there's a lot of mornings I wake up and I pinch myself that I managed to push him across the ring and hit him 5 or 6 times. And it was Floyd Mayweather, and I watch it back. Yeah. And he says it's kind of, I won't say it's a privilege, because you've got to go in there and you've got to fight him. Yeah. At the end of the day, you've got to show your balls, haven't you? You know, you have to have huge cojones to do it. But it must feel a bit surreal at this point, maybe just a bit insane, that you are prepared to go in and do that against a guy who I watched for 20 years in Vegas, against McGregor, against Pacquiao, against Cotto, against all the greats. I mean, he is one of the very, very greats of the sport.
Yeah, I mean, it's an honour, really. Obviously, to be in the ring with him is going to be amazing. But I don't want to let that get to my head, especially because if I let that get to my head, I probably won't follow any game plan that I've, gone through. So, yeah, I don't really want to be too up in the moment. I just want to enjoy myself.
I like the sound of game plan for Floyd Mayweather.
I mean, there is no blueprint to beat him, is there?
There isn't yet. There isn't yet.
Yeah, there isn't yet. But obviously, like, I'm just going in there to have fun. Like, it's an exhibition at the end of the day. It's not like a proper fight, but I'm gonna have fun.
Is it like going kind of one-on-one with Ronaldo after he's retired from football in a kind of like a small football court, or going like one-on-one with LeBron James? Is it that kind of thing, really, that you have to get yourself up for? That it's someone special, and you're stepping into, their world, weirdly.
Yeah, literally, like, I mean, he's lived this all his life. I'm new to the sport somewhat, so I'm already, it's like I'm doing all the quests, and now I'm just fighting the main boss. I haven't even, done the other quests. I'm just straight to the main boss. It's weird, but it's awesome at the same time.
Because the thing is about, I mean, I was at the event at the O2 recently. It's a very different audience. It's your audience, coming to these events. There's so much influence you can have on 10 million people, whether that's getting them to do a lifestyle thing. I mean, your brother, he's talked about, I mean, we've seen the physical transformation. It is a discipline. It is an art. I'm so glad you guys aren't playing tiddlywinks or chess or getting into Formula One cars or playing darts, because it's a very real thing. Fighting, boxing, martial arts. It's a very real, life-changing, transformative thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. And you can see the difference between the people taking it seriously and the people who aren't really doing. They're just kind of just doing it for the limelight and everything. Obviously, when you see them just kind of freeze and they get dropped on the canvas, then you can kind of tell, they didn't really care that much, you know what I mean? Or maybe the nerves got to them or something like that, but you can see the difference, that's what I'm trying to say.
Will you have nerves on the night?
I don't know, we'll see.
When those butterflies come and you put them in formation, though, they'll make a dragon, won't they? You'll breathe fire.
100%, that's the plan. That's the plan. I like that.
Well, what was Floyd like when you... Obviously, you did the Las Vegas press conference. You were in his gym. Yeah. You get any vibes from the gym? Because it's kind of his territory, isn't it? Up there in Chinatown, in Vegas. Been there many times. We used to get a call sometimes. We've been in a bar drinking tequila. We'd done the press day. And they say, Floyd's having a spa at 1 a.m, coming up to the gym. Did you get an atmosphere in the gym?
It was a very pleasant atmosphere, because I met like his nephews, his cousins and all that, and they were all lovely to me. Yeah. They were like, don't hurt my family member and everything. So, I mean, it was lovely. Obviously, it was very welcoming. Like, the gym is not what I expected. Very, very welcoming. So.
How about a bit of blood on blood fighting? You and your brother?
Never. I can never do that.
Come on, who won in the battles when you were younger?
I mean, I use fake tears to my advantage. So, but if we were to fight, I don't know. There's no answer to that because it will never happen. I can never.
Does Mum say it's never happened, or?
No, it's me. I can never bring myself. Obviously, my mum will say no, but I can never bring myself to do it. I can't fight my own brother. Never.
And in this Global Titans, you know, people in my industry, in the fight world, say, oh, the crossovers, there shouldn't be boxers on the same card as kind of your mainstream influencers. That's what you are. You are the future, you guys. Do you think it's here to stay? Because having a fight is one of the biggest challenges there is.
I mean, as of now, 100%, because there's Global Titans, there's Misfits, there's Kingpin, there's so many different organizations doing the same thing, so it's definitely there to stay. And they have the money for it as well, so it's definitely there to stay, in my opinion.
And what's the biggest change in you from doing this?
I'll be real, I was very lazy. I was very, very lazy. So boxing, like, instilled discipline into me. Like before, let's say the remote control's there, I would like find an easier way to get it. Now I just get up and just get it and sit back down, something like that. Yeah, I mean that's a poor example, but you understand what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely. Yeah, so, it becomes a way of life, moving.
Literally.
That's it. It's moving. A bigger question. You know, we're all children. We're all global now. Would you like to take one to Africa?
I would love to. 100%. Now that's the dream.
Yeah. Because there's so many young people you can influence. I look around your team, all creeds and colours, isn't it? And maybe there's a big influence that can be made in Africa.
I agree, 100%. Like, obviously, we don't give Africa a chance. When people picture Africa, they just think of like the desert, some rhinos and whatever. But there's actually a lot to Africa. So I 100%.
And if we get into rounds, is it 8 2-minute rounds?
8 2 minutes, yes.
If we get into rounds 2 or 3, and you haven't hit him with a jab or big overhand right or hit him with an uppercut, he's going to do something out of the Logan Paul book and just jump on him?
I mean, we'll see.
You're not going to give anything from game plan away, are you?
No, yeah, we'll see.
Because he's all about hit and not be hit.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. He's a very defensive fighter, yeah, I know that.
I've heard he's looking for the knockout.
Really? Okay.
He's not going to knock you out, is he?
No. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. Well, anything's possible. It's boxing at the end of the day. But, I mean, I'm a warrior, so.
Oh, I like that. It's a pleasure to meet you, and it's a pleasure to interview you, and I wish you all the best against Floyd next weekend. And we're all going to be watching.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.